folks, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the car park where we left you guys at the end of the last vlog.
You know, you wake up, you look out the window and people just going about their daily business, isn't there?
Especially when you're in a supermarket car park.
You can just people watch, you're in your little van, no one's really paying attention to you, just going about their, you know, daily chores.
But yeah, I mean, supermarkets are great, aren't they? You can just go and get your groceries. There's like nice bathrooms here. You know, this one's like a dedicated motorhome stop as well, so you've got your toilet empty and you'll fill up water. So it's perfect really, and a good night's sleep.
After driving for about an hour through the dusty, dry fields and olive groves of Andalucia, we've arrived somewhere rather special. Where are we, babe?
Almodovar Del Rio, or the Castillo del Almodovar Del Rio. Probably pronounced that wrong, sorry guys. It's a long one, isn't it? It's like 5 words. So we're at the castle here. We'll just put the name on screen of the town and the castle, and this is a blinking brilliant park up. So yeah, it's probably not the best time of day to be here because it's like 32 degrees and it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so the light's really harsh, and luckily we're parked right next to this this main
keep, I believe it's called.
Oh, this is a keep, is it?
I believe that this is the main keep of the castle where all the important people were safe, and it can be separated from the main castle.
Oh, there you go. Nick just heard someone say that, did you? But it's good because it's obviously giving us shade. It's really hot. It's the end of September. When are we going to get some cool temperatures? Soon, actually, as we continue to drive north, yeah.
Does anyone recognise this castle from a TV series that has been aired over the last 10 years? Yes, if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, this is Highgarden, where they filmed, I think, some of the interior and exterior shots, the big battle with Jaime Lannister when he attacked Highgarden. And looks pretty amazing. It's a really impressive castle. The views are incredible. It's like this just crazy like rock just coming out of this flat plain that goes on forever.
It was quite crazy driving up obviously from kilometres and kilometres away. You can see the castle perched there, and it's pretty cool as we got closer. And we've just driven all the way up to the top of the castle, as you can see. And yeah, this is us. Not maybe for the night though. There is signs up saying that. Yeah, it says it's when the castle closes at 8 o'clock, they put a chain across so you can't get out. Now, so whether that means we can stay in here and we just get locked in, or whether we should probably leave, we're not sure.
So the sun has finally gone behind the clouds and it's cooled down a little bit, about an hour before sunset, aren't we?
Such a stonking of a hot stonking. It's just been roasting today. We haven't been able to do anything. You know, we got up here and we've just stayed parked up in the shade. It's just been too hot. We just had to chill out. We didn't even go in the castle because it was too hot to do that. Too hot, no way. So I think we're going to hang around here because we might do that tomorrow morning, mightn't we? Because I think it's going to be pretty impressive.
Look at this view there. Darling, are you alright?
What, like because I just fell out of the van? I stepped out the van and I slipped, and luckily I just slipped straight on my bottom and hit the... I don't think there's a mark there, is there?
Oh, cover it up.
Yeah, so we're just quickly doing this little like panoramic castle walk, if you like. It's only a few minutes just round this top. I mean, look at this view. It's just amazing. This castle looks so impressive though. Briefly seen it in Game of Thrones, but just seen pictures of it, and from the outside you've got all these towers and jagged sort of castle ramparts, all these different sections.
Yeah, really impressive. So hopefully we'll get a chance to have a look around tomorrow. It does look like something out of a, you know, fantasy
Game of Thrones
TV series. Right, where do we go now? Left or right? Left or right?
So the park for night in town didn't look very good, like it was a massive slope and just not really suitable. So we are just driving a few kilometres outside town to the reservoir. Yeah, so we'll see what it's like there. Hopefully we can park up there somewhere for the night. Good morning, folks. And yeah, it got really dark, so we're picking up the vlog this morning. But I don't think the reservoir is that accessible, so we've just ended up in a really random place actually, by this sort of recreational area, just parked up on the road here.
It's more like a quarry than a reservoir.
Yeah.
The water's quite low. Yeah, very peaceful night. Slept really well last night.
Yeah.
Guess who's in bed still?
Dizzy's in bed.
Guess
still.
who's out before sunrise?
Yeah, we are, like
Adventure
way
dog.
before. It's still dark out here.
Now it doesn't look like that. That's the dam we saw, but it's much lower down the water.
Well, I think we're going to try and get back up by the castle for sunrise. That might be pretty cool. What do you
That
think?
will be pretty cool. And it is pretty cool now. It's lovely. So nice to be up at sunrise.
I actually pulled on that 13 tog duvet that just
Actually
went
hugs it.
up to like my sort of waist last night.
Spooning it.
So it is actually getting a little bit cooler in the night, so we did sleep well. But should we go up there then?
Let's go.
Let's go. Before coffee. Oh, is it dangerous doing things before coffee?
Oh, let's do it.
Oh no, it's closed until 11 o'clock. We were really hoping we could drive up there for sunrise, and it doesn't open until 11. That's late, isn't it? We wanted to go into the castle today, this morning, because it was too hot yesterday, so we didn't want to go in and leave the dogs. And yeah, 11 o'clock. I mean, we can't even leave the dogs at 11 o'clock because it'll be too hot again. We can't take them
another
in.
30 plus degrees.
Oh, that's a real shame. And yesterday we went up there, it was like sort of in the middle of the day. It wasn't the best light. We didn't take the best shots we wanted to get, or photos or anything, because we got a couple of drone shots, but we wanted to do it all this morning.
We've just literally driven 10 minutes down the road and managed to find a nice 1 minute, 10 metres, 10 minutes walk, but we drove, so it's 1 minute. I haven't had my coffee yet, have I? But yeah, lovely view of the castle.
Really impressive. Let's have a coffee.
Let's have a coffee. So we've had our coffees and we're ready to head off shortly. But before we go, I thought I'd best give you a little bit of history about the place. So the Castillo de Almodovar was previously a Roman fort, but its current structure is of Moorish origin, built in 760. It's had a number of renovations over the years, notably in the 14th century and then again in the 19th century. What I found really interesting was between 1901 and 1936, it was completely restored by the 12th Count of Torrevalla, Raphael de Macières. He spent 34 years of his life and his whole fortune to restore it to its former glory. What a legend.
So folks, we've just pulled into the Mercadona car park, the supermarket, because I am still desperately on the hunt for nutritional yeast. I don't know how much longer I can last without the stuff, to be honest with you. And this is probably the best supermarket that's going to have the option for us to get it.
Who's this? Oh, guess who? Hello?
Is that Mick?
Yes? Is this Margaret? Is everything okay? You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright, Nick.
What can I help you with, Margaret?
Well, I'm just calling to remind you to tell the people about NordVPN.
Thanks, Margaret, but while you're on the line, do you want to just help me out with it and tell them all about Nord?
Oh, I don't know about that, Mick. You know me, I get all confused when I try to explain myself.
No worries then, no worries, Margaret. You take care then.
I do know it's the best VPN on the market though, Mick.
Speak to you soon.
Alright, Mick.
Have a good day.
I've got to go and meet Shirley now for a cup of tea. We're going to bingo later.
Bye now.
Bye, Mick.
Okay guys, I suppose I best tell you about today's sponsor of the video, and that is NordVPN. Otherwise Margaret is going to have a right go at me. Now if you don't know what a VPN is, it stands for Virtual Private Network, and essentially there's two main reasons to get one of these. It adds an extra layer of security to your device when you're accessing the internet, and basically what it does is it encrypts your internet traffic, or it hides your IP address, or allows you to choose an IP address from anywhere in the world, and this helps prevent hackers from stealing your data and accessing your information. Generally websites are secure when it's HTTPS, the S stands for secure, but it's not guaranteed, especially when you're accessing apps. So NordVPN just gives you that little bit of peace of mind. Another great reason why we use a VPN is it allows us to access content from anywhere in the world, wherever we are in the world. If you're interested in signing up for Nord, as usual, they're offering a fantastic deal on a 2-year plan, plus 4 months for free, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you've got nothing to lose.
Send him in for one thing, he comes out of a box full. No nooch.
No nooch, gutted, but you know, got a few supplies. So we just pulled over for a little pit stop of coffee, banana, blueberries and a selection of nuts, as you do.
It's really good combination actually.
Really nice actually. You've got to have a banana, you've got to have some texture, you've got to have some crunchiness.
We have pecans. We have tiger nuts. Now these tiger nuts we've actually soaked.
Look at the difference.
Yeah, we've soaked these ones in water for like a day and a half, and they're much better texture and I think they're much nicer like that. You quite like the chewy version.
I don't mind them like this, these wrinkled versions, which are a little bit chewy. The view over to this little town, Montoro, it's pretty special.
Yeah, as we were driving through, excuse me, so since leaving the supermarket, the Mercadona, then we drove through the town. Beautiful, isn't it? Really, really nice, like sort of perched on like a little cliff edge. Beautiful views. You sort of spotted this last time on our journey and thought we'd just stop here for a little snack and just to have a look. Briefly have a look around. Too hot to go walking through town again. I think it's 32 degrees again
32,
today.
yeah, it's too hot. That's the thing, you've got to go out first thing in the morning or last thing at night. During the day it's too much to leave the dogs. But yeah, we drove past here and seen it from an elevated position, but we were just parked down here, yeah, and it's very well kept town, beautiful view over the river. It sort of sits on this cliff on the banks of this river that snakes through the area, and yeah, really nice.
And Dizzee is just like, just looking over there at that palm tree. A little bird jumping from one palm tree to the other, keeping him very entertained.
The thing with Dizzee is he thinks inanimate objects are alive, so he'll stare at something thinking it's alive,
it could be
but it's
that.
just a flag or something.
It could be that. Do you want a bit of nani? This? No.
No.
Sometimes they have banana and then other times they're like, nah. Cold shower time. Not much longer until we can continue to have these cold showers before it gets too cold. If that even makes sense.
No.
As we travel north, we won't be able to do this.
You can't have showers for much longer, so it's going to be
It'd
freezing.
be too cold to do this, but now it's nice, especially after you just done a little workout. And I'm showering with my clothes on.
Nudity is not allowed on YouTube.
Nudity is not allowed. This is as far as we go on this channel. Sometimes bikini shots, of course, but you know. Well, this is a lovely little spot to spend the afternoon, isn't it? It's kind of quite close to the highway. You can hear the highway just over that direction, but a nice little spot. And we're actually just inside the Cardena Montoro.
Sierra Parque Natural Sierra de Cardena y Montoro. Something like that. It's a bit of a mouthful again, isn't it?
A national park.
It's not one of the most famous ones.
We're kind of at like an abandoned sort of recreational area, nicely done out. You can go off wandering all over the place.
There's picnic benches down the far end, very peaceful, little pathways.
It's lovely. We've only seen like 1 or 2 people just come and go and stuff like that. But yeah, so we just spent the afternoon sort of chilling out, getting on with some work and a bit of a workout, bit of food, you know, quite kind of chilled and relaxed.
Lovely shaded spot though, because it's been really hot here. At the moment, still at the end of September, you need to park in the shade during the day, don't you?
Even though it's got a bit cloudier now, so it does feel like we're getting a bit more north.
In an hour's drive, we'll be out of Andalucia, and you watch storm clouds, rain, winds.
I will be complaining that it's too wet and cold. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to complain about the weather. Never.
Not at all.
We're not even going to talk about it.
Not all winter, we're not going to complain once about the weather.
Yeah, right. Anyways, so yeah, but we are going to move on. We're going to try and find a spot a little bit further on, because there is a sign over there saying daytime parking only, not nighttime, and we do like to kind of abide by rules. So yeah, we'll fill up and we'll move on.
Let's go and see where we're parking up for the night. Not a bad little place, this one. We've made it here just before the sun's setting over the mountains over there, and the mountains in the distance have gone a nice dark red colour. And what a view, what a view. Ah, look at that behind me. What do you think, darling?
We just literally drove through this little village up a hill like that to get here. But yeah, I think it's really, really nice. Hopefully we won't have any drunkards coming to join us, because there is. I've just put some rubbish in the bin, and there's like several bottles of rum and empty bottles of Coke and stuff, so I'm thinking it could be a drinkers hangout. We'll be ready for them without any booze.
Green tea's at the ready. Good morning, darling.
Oh, good morning. And I was just about to get my hoodie from the cupboard up there because it's slightly, very, very slightly chilly. And it does feel like things are starting to change. Like this, which has been in the cupboard all night, is cold.
It's not warm when you wake up.
So, for the first time in months and months and months, yeah, it's starting to feel, and I think it feels exciting actually.
That's not what she said off camera. Off camera she said, oh, I don't like
freezing.
it. It's cold.
Freezing.
I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. No, it is exciting. Waking up in the morning, it's a little bit fresh. Oh.
We're about to We're about to leave Andalucia, and we all said, oh, you watch, as soon as you leave Andalucia, you'll notice that drop, that big drop. Crisper mornings, and then...
It's nice, I like it though, because it's worth getting up for sunrise in Andalucia, southern Spain, in the summer. Sunrises, the sun just rises, that's it. There's no cloud formations, no beautiful colours, because
every day.
It's completely blue skies. So you wake up for sunrise with a lovely time of day, but
we're going to see all of the changes of the colours on the trees, the autumn colours as we go more, because you don't get that down here.
No.
You don't get autumn, it basically just passes by. As soon as you get sort of northern Spain, then upwards, you start to see everything change, and it does feel like it's all changing, starting to change now.
And the misty mornings,
exciting.
love misty mornings.
Ooh.
Time to get excited.
There we go. There's a pony. Good boy. There we go. Oh, don't lick his eyes. Oh, he's nice, isn't he? Nice, calm down. Don't scare him. Don't scare him. Good boy. Good boy. No, don't scare him. Don't scare him. He's little, isn't he? Hello, pony. Hello, pony.
So guys, we're still in the same spot where we saw you this morning. We've just been getting on with a few things, a few admin, editing the latest and greatest exPAWers video.
And, oh, excuse me, and we've also been doing a few little jobs on the van.
Yes, we have.
We taped on this rubber seal because it just falls off. So we taped it on, but that isn't going to be waterproof. We knew that, it was just a temporary fix. So I'm going to use this special tape, the stuff that we also fixed our leaks with, that our friend Rob gave us, and I'm going to stick a little bead underneath here, and then that'll stick to that, and that's going to be much better to keep the water out, because otherwise this just drops, you see, that keeps falling down, so we need to stick it on. It's one little job, because very, very soon I think we're going to have some wet weather, very soon. As we leave Andalucia, it's all going to change. Yeah, another little job we've done this afternoon is just spray this corner bumper because that was scratched. It was looking very, very nasty. So Nick's just give it a little spray of black paint. And look how nice and neat that is now. See, he's done this side and the other side. We should probably do this whole bit here as well. We've got the paint to do it. But where'd you stop? Where'd you stop? You could just carry on, couldn't you?
So we are ready for the rain.
Ish. It's probably still going to let rain in, isn't it? Let's face it. Nick has just informed me that we are 5 minutes drive away from leaving Andalucia.
Probably those mountains you can see in the distance, that is no longer Andalucia. Those mountains over there. Oh, is that little dog there? What's Dizzee doing over there?
On that note, we will be ending the vlog now and starting the new one out of Andalucia.
Yes, we will.
As we continue our drive north into Spain.
We're in Spain. North through Spain.
Continuing towards the norths.
See, look at that. Cold already. We haven't even left Andalucia. Anyway, guys, we're going to end the vlog. I hope you enjoyed this one and continue to subscribe and enjoy our future vlogs.
Yes, make sure you're following us on our other socials, Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. And make sure you subscribe to our channel, very important.
Free and easy.
Free to do. tell all your friends about us, and we'll all see you, and all of us will see you lot next week, next Thursday.
Take care, guys. See you next week. Arrived at... Darling!
I forgot what the name is.
Darling!
Well, I'll have to do it again, Milo. Almodovar Del Rio. Castillo del Almodovar Del Rio.
Natural presenter this one, isn't she? Got a mouthful of olives now, haven't you? That's giving you time to think.
The Castillo del Almodovar Del Rio.
Yes,
In
correct.
the town of Almodovar Del Rio, this is the Castillo del Almodovar. It's not Almodovar, is it?
Almodovar.
Almodovar. That's probably wrong too.
Enjoying yourself there, darling? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Charlie, no eating the poo-poo. Charlie, no eating the poo-poo.